Now that you're done trolling Sindara, you're gonna now troll Lady Daestra? Is that the...
Yes, I'm gonna troll everyone. Pretty much. Well, at this point, it's trying to figure out how to... Something needs to happen with Lady Daestra.
It was a good fight today. Your gladiators were very brave, says Sindara to Ashoka. This is before you actually paid her.
We did have to put in some extra effort training so that they were prepared.
I almost want to cancel the fight against Magnus. I don't know if my troll's going to fare very well, given that you've been training against trolls.
Yes, although I must say that Magnus was given a run for his money.
Against?
Uchimama?
Trolls.
What are you talking about? He hasn't fought any trolls. She looks confused.
Have a wonderful day, Sindara.
What do you mean he's been fighting trolls?
What's in the box?
She's shaking her head. She looks pissed off. You've raised her suspicions, and then later that day, when she receives a bunch of Hextor and Cord religious artifacts in a box,
You can hear the yelling and crying throughout the city.
you've probably made her very nervous. They're on to me. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's go back to the...
Shoka's first fifth circle spell is going to be Sending. The most combative spell there is. What you doing?
Leave me alone! Just fucking gaslighting your enemies.
I have ring of sustenance. I don't need to secretary.
It's your dead father speaking. Ooh.
with a high bluff check.
I think they know who. I think
you are.
I think
If they know you, they automatically know who you are.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't know,
All
Like a
right.
mythic
The
one?
last thing that we have to do is Sid's return.
Oh.
I'm going to go to the
break first.
Yeah, we can do a pee break.
Marty, there was one thing I wanted. There's 10 days in this week. I'm training. I want to send my marketing guys to buy me a +3 shield. Buckler.
Just a straight up +3 buckler.
Yeah. I think there's something else I wanted to add to it, but effectively a +3 buckler.
What is the cost? The
It's
market
8,000.
cost? 8,000? Okay, that'll
Yep.
take, with your current facilities,
Should be 8 days, right? It takes 1,000 a day.
yeah, it'll be 8 days.
So within the week.
Yeah, before your fight, you'll get it.
Yep.
Okay, you want to remove the,
-1 to hit. That's all.
Yeah.
remove the gold.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You remove the gold
Oh, yeah,
from the
it's
Ludus.
totally worth it. 4 AC for a -1 to hit. Duh.
All right, I'm going to take a quick wash and break as well. We'll get Sid's token down on the map.
A second here.
Did I delete Sid's token? What happened? Is there no Sid? Where did Sid go? Oh no.
It's hiding even from you.
Oh no. Sid.
Okay. Sid.
I'll just put down another one. Where is Sid?
I just gotta warm up a heat bag. Be right back.
Sure.
Oh, Sid coming back. That's hilarious.
Oh, Marty, I need to
I've missed
do.
it.
Sid's fun. I need to do a D10 for Magnus and 2D8 for Sid.
Sure, no problem. Go ahead and do that while I take a quick washroom break and grab some more caffeine,
Ooh.
and then we will have a. We're going to do some random
Right
rolls
on.
for Sid to see what, if anything, is wrong with him, given that there was a
Yep.
rush job done on his clone. Rushing cloning, probably not a good idea. And
Two more. Yeah, see how that turns out. So that's that. Magnus has good hit points. Good hit points. 61. Raging is 10, 20, 181. Good points. Good hit points. Yeah, so I'm just figuring, I'm setting up Magnus for the character sheet for the fight without armor, plus the buckler. Plus 3 buckler. Plus 4 buckler. Plus. So that is on, and this is off. Yeah, so I don't have enough time to do the other items that I wanted to do to increase my AC, but hopefully me and Scarab should be able to tear this thing to pieces. May get a bonus or something. Yes, Fox. I'm gonna look at this is the only amount of time that I have. There's a bunch of other things that I do want to get, but it costs too much because my other armor and my other stuff is just too expensive.
okay, I'm going to create a random chart. No, that's not what I wanted. We'll call this the mutation chart. One, you have some. What was the name of the template you like, Mark, that gives the deformities?
Oh, that's the same one. What's his name?
Half ogre.
Yeah.
And is there another one, a Formorian?
You came up with a table for that for Altagar.
Yeah.
Ogrekin, that's right, Ogrekin.
Ogrekin, that's what it was. Yes.
But there's another Fomorian chart, I believe. Not Fomori. Remember the diplomacy giants?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I.
Ugly fuckers. Did we stream the We streamed the diplomacy giants, didn't we? Or was that
The trolls, you mean?
no? Not
like
the diplomacy trolls, not the diplomat, but the
Which ones?
No, that was the Gel campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember I was really pissy about friendly fire in the form of a prismatic spray.
Mm-hmm.
Really displeased.
They're like the deformed giants. What are they called?
The
Formian, I thought.
Formian or Fomorian. Formorian.
They're the F giants.
Formorian.
Sid won. Oh damn it, Marty! He's gonna be like 4. Sweet.
Fomorian.
FOR, not FO.
I'm looking. I've seen it as FOMORIAN.
There is a
maybe
thing
I'm
called
wrong then.
mutant creature. So I think we're gonna put Ogrekin or mutant.
Fomorian giants are hideously ugly and grossly deformed behemoths.
Can you send me the link?
Sounds about right.
They may be loosely derived from Fomorians of Irish mythology, which is slightly saying it's an Irish thing.
2, there's something wrong with the shape change.
Yeah, I'll check to see if they have it on the second ed wiki or the 3.5 wiki, but I don't think they are because it's from a second. It's from a spec book.
In 3, there is something wrong with his ability scores. Okay. 4, nothing's wrong. Great success.
I just saw Ahmed sent me a DM while I was making Sindara of going, shut the fuck up, man.
Most cultures have a lot of the similar fears. The horrible thing that is all ugly, living in the darkness on the edge
The
of
horrible
civilization.
evil monster thing. I like the Northern European dad bod giants, where it's like, hey, it's the giant with the pot belly and kind of gangly arms, looking like they're just really big.
It's because nature is scary. Nature's scary.
The nature of nature is to be scary.
All right, Ahmed, give me a D4.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, nature and nighttime are scary.
1.
Give me a D2.
What was 1?
1.
Okay.
What's this? The
Let's see what sort of mutation Sid comes out of the tank with.
Ooh.
extra testicle
Give me
in an unexpected place.
2 random deformities, 1 beneficial and 1 advantageous.
Disadvantageous, or both good.
No, 1 beneficial, 1 not beneficial.
Disadvantageous.
Okay, I need 2 D2s.
2d2.
Table 2 and table 2. Okay.
Good. Fuck me.
For the good deformity, give me a D.
You increase a size
10.
category.
A d10.
Yep.
Okay. 5.
For some reason, your limbs are all lanky, and your reach increases by 5 feet.
Wow.
Your arms are really long.
That makes him
We'll
really
say
freaky.
Sid has kind of like
Permanent long.
2 elbows.
No minuses.
It's kind of like he grew
that's
2
fucking
elbows with a little bit of bone in between, and they're like really long, and his elbows are all weird.
10-foot reach.
That's pretty good, man.
And then the disadvantage,
Yeah, this is the good one.
D10.
You're blind.
If I remember correctly, these aren't that bad. Or at least the ones I saw weren't that bad.
4. Except for the one I just rolled.
Doesn't make sense given the other one. So give me another D10.
Your limbs are also extraordinarily short.
Exactly. It's like nothing's wrong.
10.
His arms are just all fucked up. It's just like fucking elbows.
Floppy shit.
Twisted spine. You have a -4 penalty on grapple and trip combat maneuver checks.
Okay.
This also applies to CMDs.
Okay, hold on. -4 on.
CMD for grapple and trip.
Okay.
Standing from prone requires a full round action for Sid.
Grapple and trip. So
That part
-4.
that's the sucky part.
I can fly.
Don't fall down.
And
It's the extra vertebrae that's really like painful.
stand up is full round.
Okay, Sid, for the last few days, you haven't been able to open your eyes, and you just feel this cool liquid around you, and this bubbling, and like a piston that's like constantly blowing air into your lungs. Eventually you're able to open your eyes, and there's this weird sort of, you're in some sort of liquid, you're kind of something's wrong with your back. Your hands are kind of tied to the side, kind of, so you can't struggle too much. You're swaying slightly. You thought that it was the that the fact that you were in the liquid, but then you realize the liquid's moving. Has Sid ever spent any time on a boat?
With Vogel, probably, yeah.
Okay. You think you're on Vogel's boat.
Okay, I'll try.
Do you remember the name of the Vogel's boat, Mark? What was it called?
Oh, frig, I don't
The
remember.
Windy Escape or something?
The Swimming Nightmare.
Why would God create such a thing?
It might have been in the recaps, actually.
Why, God? Why? How could I have such an excellent voice?
He doesn't snore. He goes.
The Eldritch Wave. Thanks. This happened in the first episode, Broken Mirrors.
It's been a while.
Sid, you remember spying upon the construction in the civic arena. You remember getting underground, where they dug a big hole, and there was a chamber that was far down, like they dug really deep into the ground. You remember Imperial soldiers with the, like, no, not Imperial soldiers. These were Imperial Guard, Imperial Magi. These people had the shiny red armor and spells, and they were scanning the area and casting magic. You remember a horrible thing appearing. It was like a tiny man wrapped inside of endlessly churning robes. Like every moment the robe on the outside changed with a different eldritch symbol and different eldritch patterns on it. Do you have knowledge arcana?
Sid, yeah.
You're thinking about you're thinking about what happened before someone comes into the room.
13.
You're pretty sure that every 6 seconds, whatever that creature's robe was changing its protections.
The robe was changing its protections?
Yes, yeah, like it was like 50 robes all kind of like over top of each other, and they would like morph, and kind of the one on top would change. And there was so much like material that the medium-sized creature was in like a large square. This person inside, you did not see their face, but you know that they were weaving a spell within a spell. Spellcraft check. 50 Shades of Robe.
Sounds like Tiny Man with heat stroke.
A 35. Hey, I said 35.
What is this? Spellcraft?
Yep.
You actually have Spellcraft? Okay.
Yeah.
The thing that he was weaving was a permanent prismatic sphere.
Okay.
But he wove that after he wove... Sid's never seen a spell like this. It was like a prismatic sphere if you were seeing it without color. It was like a sphere of grays. And that sphere was sitting inside the prismatic sphere. Inside both of these permanent spells was an odd-looking, ancient, partially gold, partially adamantine box. The artistry of the box looked like 1,000 naked souls all kind of like crawling over each other in twisted agony.
Okay. Okay.
The box, while you saw it closed, this Imperial, which you're pretty sure is part of the Imperial family, like this is royalty. You don't think this was the Undying Emperor, but this is somebody from the Emperor's court. Had arrived. These magi put down the box. They left it there. He began to cast these spells, and then through the blinding light, which kind of led you to your downfall, he walked into the wards like they were nothing and opened the box. And you felt... Give me a perception check.
And open the box?
Yep.
Fucker. Alright, perception check is... Is this a trap? I have a big bonus to traps. D20 plus... At... 29.
You felt your heart flitter for a moment, and you almost felt like something was tugging at your soul when the box was opened. And this wasn't kind of like a chest opening. It kind of like the two sides slid open, and there were like lots of moving parts, and like it magically kind of opened, like it kind of slid down the side of itself and sort of exposed itself to the air. The Imperial took something from the folds of his many robes and touched it when he opened the box and then put it back. You got the sense that whatever he used as the key or the opener was approximately like buckler shaped. It did not look like a key, but it definitely acted like one. It was at this point, because of the blinding light coming off of the prismatic sphere, that you did not notice somebody sneaking up at you. And one of the magi basically stuck his spear right through your chest, critically hitting you, pushing in a bunch of magic through his spear into you. You're pretty sure that some sort of, I don't know, triple scorching ray went off after he hit you with his spear. Kind of burnt your insides out as you fell to the ground and tried to do something. Two more magi were right in your face. One of them was right in your face, like he dimension doored. He dimension doored and attacked in the same round. This one basically stabbing you in the neck with a sword. And the last one stood back and cast a spell that pretty much made your bones feel like they were twisting and exploding. Like all the bones in your body were shattering. In the brief moments as your body with 1,000 broken bones was lying there, your life force draining before you, Sid knows that his soul was mere seconds away from being caught into the box. Wait, there was time between his death, his disappearance, and
They kept me alive for a little bit to figure out who I was.
Yes, your soul, you felt leaving your body, and it wasn't going up or down, it was going towards the box. Another magi came near you and stabilized you. You passed out for a time, you did wake up, and you were still near the box, your body completely broken, and you were completely enveloped in this weird, like, living metal sphere. Like, you had hundreds of bands kind of all around you. You felt like you were being squeezed. One of the magi did ask you a few questions. Give me 3 will saves.
Here's the thing about my characters, guys. Yeah, you're gonna see will saves right here. Ballsies.
You just wait.
You want 3 will saves, Marty?
Yep.
Okay.
How many person comes in?
First question, actually, we'll do it in... First question is, who are you? Who are you?
Fuck you! I don't know what the DC for this is. 20.
What level is your character right now?
Shh, 9.
And with a +2 will save on a 9th level character.
I don't
It
have any
happens.
items. I don't have any items.
What, you feel yourself compulsed in telling them who you are? What,
There's no point in rolling then.
what is Sid... Well, you can roll a 20. What is Sid's... What is Sid's identity? Like, what is Sid, who does Sid think he is?
Sid, the shadow.
Who sent you? Give me another...
So
will
actually,
save.
nobody actually sent Sid. Sid went to do this on his own. I came here on my own. Oh, sure, I'll give you a D20. Oh yeah. I just came here on my own. I like looking into things. Oh God.
Are you citizen or subject or slave?
What is Sid? I think he's a subject. I believe I'm a subject. I am a subject. Yep. Come on, 20. Nope. I'm a subject.
With whom are you affiliated?
He said 3 rolls.
Yes, and it was on this third roll that something is happening. I see magic. Necromancy. The one with the spear, all too happily, goes over to you. We'll find out which god he worships now. Sticks the spear into your heart, coup de grace you. Your soul, yeah, you're like, your soul is leaving your body, and you feel that it's like heading towards the box, like there's nothing you could do to stop it. When you hear Vogel's,
I worship Vogel.
come into the vessel.
I love that voice more than anything.
You feel your soul being pulled elsewhere, and then it just kind of goes to dark. You know, at the last minute, Sid, the reason why you're waking up in the tank is somehow Vogel saved you. You're on his ship. You could see Icarus Droon fiddling around in the lab. He comes in. He kind of looks at the tank a little bit.
I open my eyes like...
He nods to you, and then he just goes and he writes something down in a book and fiddles around for a while. He doesn't seem to be in a big hurry.
rolls his eyes like...
Another day goes by. You did notice Qued kind of come in and sneak a peek a few times at
Sid's
you
hiding
in the
inside
tank?
of the vessel. I don't know if I can do that.
Eventually the master does come in. little pet.
Can I? I can't move my arms.
Your arms are kind of bound. You can move them a little bit. Your elbows seem to be weird. Let us get you out of there. It appears the accelerant has done its job.
Sir Creepy McCreeperson Drake.
You have
Sir
to
Creepy
talk like this
McCreeperson.
for a day at work. I will pay
It is
you.
unfortunate that some of your limbs have been changed. You notice that Icarus Droon fiddles with the side of the tank, and the liquid is starting to slowly go down. Eventually, they open up the tank and pull out this thing that was going right down into your belly, like a feeding tube, as well as it's coming out of your mouth. You gag a little bit as this horrible tube comes out. The tube is somewhat like it's like quasi-organic. You don't want to think about it too much. They're draining the liquid. Icarus nods to Vogel when he says save the liquid. It can be reused. Always very quiet. Icarus just nods to that and goes about doing the thing he's already been doing. Welcome back, Master Sid, says Qued.
Good to breathe again, normally. Master Vogel, thank you.
You might experience a bit of cloning sickness for a short period of time. Give me a fort save.
Yeah.
Vomit all over.
Saving of forts. 23.
Okay, you're only going to be sick for 1 week.
With the 23?
Yeah, you could have been nauseated for a week.
Ooh.
Oh,
Slap on the ass. Okay,
that's a bad week.
you're good to go.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine. Thank you. Things, how long have I been, brewing?
Your body is your second body, I suppose. Today, in a way, is your birthday.
Happy birthday to Sid.
Yes.
How long have I been asleep?
It is the summer. Near the end of the summer.
Oh, it's been a while. A while. Yes, it has, Sid. Shh. A lot of
It
things.
is the 33rd week of the year. I do believe you died on the 21st week of the year.
I have a death day.
Yes.
I died on the 23rd. Hold on, I died on the 20th. That's gonna be awesome. So my birthday is what?
Happy
My death.
death day to me.
You died on the 21st week of the year, and you were raised on the 33rd week of the year. You were only gone for about 2 months, 60 days, give or take.
I need to show you something.
Yes.
I'll take a pencil. I'll grab like writing materials. And
I am very interested to see what stopped my favorite little spy.
You know, sometimes I get a little over my head. I think I'll just scout things out before I dive in.
Sid starting to skid.
It
Sid
could have
is
been
starting
skid.
to
Minus
before you
6.
used it.
Sid is starting to draw the box and also starting to draw the guy that was there. So I'm going to do 2 drawings.
Yes. What is this? You end up doing 2 drawings.
So the box is 19, and the guy is 22.
This was a noble.
Oh, you have craft drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're like a sketch
Because
artist. That's fucking
Sid is a spy that
awesome.
draws things for people.
Do you mind if I take a closer look?
No. Look here. Look. Take a look. There
Okay.
is
His hand comes out and sort
Oh
of touches
yeah,
you in the forehead.
he understands and sticks his forehead out.
All right. So you
No, I don't
resist. Okay. You feel yourself reliving several minute-long chunks of
Yeah.
of that time right before you got caught. Imperials. They've come to visit the rack, I see. Royal family. Yes, that could be one of 8 of them. Not too sure which one, but I think I might know. This one always enjoys his pet project. Great
project?
amount of trust this one has from the undying emperor. I see they have crafted another ark. Yet another has been brought to the rack. Interesting. Either they made a new one, or they have no longer use for one on one of the other worlds.
Oh, what does this thing suck your life, your soul? If you die, that's what it was doing to Sid.
It depends what god you worship.
Ah, I see. The 5-faced gods are immune.
You should not die where they have cloaked the world with this artifact.
This covers?
You are lucky that I was able to cast the clone spell before the Ark of the Undying Emperor took your soul.
I was almost there. Thanks again, Master. This thing covers the entire world.
No, they do not have enough of them.
How far does it reach?
They do not have enough of them here yet. Very expensive they must be to make. This is the craft of the Undying Emperor himself.
What a wonderful guy.
Yes. How do you think the Empire and the 5-faced God end up being in lockstep with each other? Why would a deity say that this construct of the prime and not of religion should be favored over others? Of course, gods eat faith for breakfast, but souls are their favorite meal.
So all those that are not a 5-faced god are dinner.
I do not know what happens to the souls that go inside such a box. I am not one of the royals, and even if I became a victory prince, I still would not know. This is magic of the highest order. This is of the undying emperor himself.
How far does this reach to take souls? Outside the city?
Yes, for miles and miles and miles around where these things are.
Sid is wondering if he should tell the people he works with.
You should keep this quiet. If they knew that you knew about this, you would have likely not only inquisitors, but also imperial magi who come and take you away.
They know who I am. If they see me again, they surely will.
They saw you in which of your forms? You were a tiny bat, I guess?
I was a tiny bat, but I spoke. And they gave my name.
Right, so you then switch back to your Sid form. So they saw you as Bat and Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know me.
Mark.
It does not appear that you've told them much, but they could scry upon you.
Yeah. I don't mind staying in shadows, but it's been a long time. Maybe they gave up, or maybe they're periodically checking.
Yes, you should not linger on this boat for long, although this boat is safe. You would have been blocked from their scrying, although you likely will probably get a visit from one in the future. It is a risk you will have to take. My eyes and ears have not been as they were when you were there inside the pool. I wish to receive a detailed report of the goings on there and my ludus. Some of the news I hear is most disturbing.
Oh, these idiots. Yeah, probably true. But they're still on top, I assume.
Yeah. Perhaps only the masters should know about the current state of death. And mayhaps they should consider conversion to the five-faced god. Or find some way to safeguard their souls.
Yeah, is there a way?
I am sure that the smart ones, like Ashoka and Phineas, can devise something.
Right then, right. Master Vogel, is there anything else you wish of me, as your favors have extended beyond death for me?
Yes, I expect closer contact now. I hear that these particular devices are all the rage amongst nobles. And he gives you a small ivory box. Whatever you put inside of here and you close the lid and say these words will make the thing appear in my box over there on the shelf.
Yes, yeah. I will give you the reports. Let's see what they've been doing.
Only can be used once per day.
Put a little grenade. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Power.
Does he?
Break a staff power and put it inside?
Does
Time
he?
stop. Break staff power. Stick it in the
Sid is
box.
currently
It works.
buck naked. Is there anything lying around?
Yeah, you've got robes now.
All right, Sid got robes. Sid will take the box.
We are close enough to the pole. You should be able to fly there like a little bat.
Oh, those things freak me out.
I'm not ninth yet, am I?
Yeah,
Or
you,
am I-
you experience seeing this artifact and going through being cloned and all this stuff.
Does he have a negative level to restore, or I don't even know if clone
Yeah,
has that.
I guess they keep you for a couple of days and you heal up and
Feed you a restore potion.
Hey, Gwen. How about you find me some armor, man?
Yeah,
Fucking
the Ludus.
fucking crossbow.
From my estimations,
crossbow.
the Ludus is quite is doing quite well financially.
yes, I chose you well, didn't I? I want to know how my dragon is doing.
Yes, I'll keep tabs on him. Mostly him. Make sure they're not screwing around the finances. Sid can count really well with monies.
Yeah,
Thank you again, Master.
I'm interested as well in knowing how Phineas is doing. He is the only wizard amongst them, you know.
I'll report.
Phineas is doing all right, actually. He's
Sid seems to be doing pretty fucking good for himself.
Well, this will be interesting, because it'll be interesting. So if you think Ashoka's interactions with Phineas might become a little strange or strained, Ogle and Phineas could be very interesting. Give me the staff of power.
Sid walks to the deck, turns into a bat, flies off.
Yep. Yeah. Before you go, he's like he wants to know about the dragon. He wants to know about Phineas. There are rumors in the Duchy of Vade that they are at war with some entity to the north.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry, I got a message. I had to.
Lost focus for a sec.
There are rumors that the Duchy of Vade is at war with an entity from the north.
Oh, entity
Yes.
kind.
I want you to keep an eye out for anything involving shadow magic.
Okay.
It is of concern.
I'll look into it. Anything out there, Sid will find it.
How
Sid
do
will
you
report it.
feel, Sid?
He kind of shakes his arms a bit, all messed up.
Your back's sore and your arms are long.
I'm good. These are very useful.
Good.
Kind of turns his back a bit.
I'm good. Much good than before.
Keep your friends away from Cantaport. I know you are from that city, but things there have become dangerous.
What's in Cantaport that's dangerous? That's not here.
People are not as they appear.
You mean clones? No, the ones that were here in Vatapole.
I'm having a
Doppelgangers.
The doppelgangers.
Oh, yeah. But you must ask yourself, whom do they serve?
There were a few here. They came in and tried to start replacing some,
Yeah.
but we killed them all.
It would be most unfortunate if that plague continued in Vatapole.
As far as I know, there's none anymore.
Keep an eye out for that as well.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to eliminate any of the doppelgangers you come across.
How is it an easier way to find them? Except I know of one, but it's intrusive.
My navel is weird, right? My navel's got like a weird X on it, not a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they have this?
He shows them like his own navel.
You were born of a tube, not of a mother. No doppelgangers have strange navels, unless they are well versed in looking like humans. The most experienced ones will not have overlooked such a small detail. However, there are many inexperienced shape changers that likely get in over their head and end up dead. Does this remind you of anyone?
Sid's like, touche.
The ball is that way. I'm sure your friends will be excited to see your return. But perhaps you should fly around first and see what they're up to.
It's what I always do.
And he's just walking backwards off the off the ship, like he's falling into the. I assume it's surrounded by fog for some reason. It just falls back and turns into a bat and flies off.
It will be more difficult to turn you into another clone next time. There is replication error.
He hovers there for a bit, and then he flies away.
Your elbows will still be fucked up, but you'll get a new one.
On your forehead.
Another elbow.
All right, Sid. What are the 3 things you do when you get back to town?
I don't have any gear on me.
Nope.
But I'm of the Lanakad. Let's just make sure that shit is completely cleared off. Sid's going to check the Ludus.
Okay. You see that this was after the fight, so yeah, you see a bunch of tired gladiators. Zargon has grown. There are some gladiators you don't recognize.
Some gladiators are missing.
Yep.
So my current stealth is 39.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. I
Well, you
don't
don't have any
have
gear.
those potions. Yeah, that's without gear. I don't have those potions, so it's 35.
Okay. Ashoka can theoretically see you.
I haven't rolled
Actually-
yet.
Right. That's what I mean. Zed and Ashoka both can theoretically see you eventually. Like, given time. If you hang out in their bedrooms, they will eventually see you and go, "What the fuck are you doing in my bedroom?"
So Zed now lives here. The dragon's bigger. The
Some guy named Gracchus lives there now.
Gracchus lives there.
The
keep my
trees, the trees
distance.
walking around. There's a snake lady.
Yeah, it's changed it a little bit.
Brog is part of your. Where does Six stay? When he's not guarding?
When he's not guarding, I think he now.
Does he return to
stays
his
as-
cell like he's pretending to still be a doppelganger prisoner?
We could do that. It's that, or he replaces one of the help. As in, we lose one of the help and we have the help.
just some servant is.
It's a good question. Do those mutations persist in bat form?
Not in your tiny bat form. Yes, the twisted spine does. Your facial bat things, definitely that persist because you're still humanoid. You don't gain reach while you're in your tiny bat form.
Right.
So we're going to
Sid wants
one
to
of the
sniff.
help, and
sniff?
I'm going to add one of the help to the list of identities for 6.
Sure.
Sid wants to sniff the doppelganger.
C. The
Oh,
help.
you don't know who the doppelganger is.
Oh,
Female, human,
sure, no problem.
There's just a lot of new faces.
maid.
Okay.
Watching you pee.
You could give me a perception check versus the disguise of the doppelganger.
What's the doppelganger form right now?
Female, human, maid.
Oh, okay. Perception check.
That maid smells weird.
Nope, not today.
Your perception is 11? Okay, yeah, you don't know.
There's no way.
And Ashoka's one to have servants too, so it doesn't.
My stealth is as good as her disguise.
Okay, so you flap around the Ludus. Do you make your presence known? You notice that Phineas is no longer there. Like his entire lab and everything is gone.
Okay.
Whoa, the dragon's grown. I think the dragon's grown 2 size categories since.
Since I was
2?
there.
So it's large now?
No,
No.
it was
Right.
tiny, and then it's become small
Oh,
and
right,
medium
yes.
in the last.
Oh, poor Kenny. Poor Kenny.
Okay.
Face of
So
the Stone Age.
Kenny's internet needs to be reborn.
he's going to just fly over the arena and see what it looks like.
Yeah, you see the 2 big black stones. All of the scaffolding is gone. All of the blinds are gone, and there's no sign of the big hole, the big pit.
There was the pit right in the center.
Yep, it's all been filled in. You can see some people like raking the sands and picking stuff up. There isn't any fighting going on right now. There's a big cart full of troll bodies.
I'm trying to see if there's anywhere else that Sid
Okay, so that's
associated with.
2 areas. Like 10 troll bodies. That was like significant.
That's a lot of meat to move away.
No, I'm just trying to think. Where else does Sid frequent or pay attention to?
The pit fights. One of the Ludi.
The retreat?
A particular market.
He hasn't been in the retreat. He can check on the markets. Sure.
Okay.
The old, he's interested in what's going on with the old gods. Would he make that connection? He's pretty smart, not pretty wise.
I hear that's a cry.
He's smart, not wise. Did you figure that out?
So I don't have any dropped frames. That's strange. Very strange. I could try to change the server that I'm streaming out of. Unless there's some sort of like cold weather thing that's affecting the internets, like other huge storms or outages, or.
Let's take a look in the book.
I was having problems earlier, but it did not seem to affect you guys.
My YouTube upload took forever today or yesterday. It's still going on. It's
a
still
level
processing.
3 internet outage today. The level 3 network. On Friday, December 28th. Our network is currently experiencing service disruptions affecting customers in North America and globally, ensuring stability of our network and communications are priority, blah, blah, blah. We're hoping to see a normalization of service.
Merry Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Okay.
This is affecting Asia, Europe, North America, United States, UK, Germany, prime affected groups. This includes Twitch, HBO Go, Craigslist, Outlook, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, Yahoo, Mail. Yeah, good job, Yahoo. You made it to the list.
Okay, so it's not it's not me to Twitch. Okay, got it. No drop frames. Okay.
Well, no, it's the connections, but it's apparently widespread.
Uh-huh. All right. I chose the best server that I could find with the lowest jitter, and it's like right next to me. So. Okay, so Sid checks on the arena. He checks on the Ludus, and what was the last thing you wanted to check on?
I don't know if Sid would be able to piece together, looking at the area of the old gods.
Sure.
What are the old gods?
You notice that it's less busy. In fact, there seem to be, from your standpoint, fewer people in Vatapol. A little less hustle and bustle. You'd expect things to be much busier in the summer. There's still like traffic, but you do notice that there are some shrines and some merchants that aren't there that you expected to be.
Interesting.
Is Sid making his presence known, or is he remaining?
No, he's going to like walk in randomly for breakfast. Like, hey guys.
so So Magnus is raiding the kitchen for something to eat while Ashoko is actually being served by servants. And Gracchus, are you eating like a civilized person, or are you just raiding pantries whenever you're hungry?
Magnus?
No, he'll eat with the rest of the gladiators whenever
Okay.
mealtime is. He has his meals.
All right, they were having a conversation about fighting trolls, and they were chuckling a little bit about the gift that they gave Sindara. And then Sid just walks out of his room, and the laugh track starts.
Hey, hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going? Oh, long time.
Sid, is that?
Whoa. Easy.
Hey, look at Sid. He's got the little gangly and the little.
Hey, Shoka.
I think his back is short and his arms are long. You should put some
No.
arms into your back.
Back is a little long too.
Oh, never mind. It's all long. We need to steam him and see if he shrinks.
I wonder what mission he was on. So Fleas and Sona caught a glimpse of Sid up at the breakfast table. Are you calming Gracchus down, who stood up? He's like intruder and going for his weapons.
Easy there. You're new.
Sid, stop talking for a moment. Gracchus, meet Sid. Sid, Gracchus.
Hey, Gracchus. I'm Sid.
Yeah, that's what he said. Who is this guy?
There's another guy here calling himself Sid.
This is a very skilled specialist. He is particularly good at not being seen. One of his strong suits, really.
Speaking of not being seen, you've been gone for an awfully long time.
I was on vacation, kind of rebuilding myself.
Do you have any ability to lie whatsoever?
Bluffling? No.
Did Damien tell the masters what happened to Sid or not?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he said Sid's coming back, but
He was actually rebuilding himself. One cell at a time. 19.
All right. Yes. Something went wrong, I suppose. There are many dangerous places where you could go to try to not be seen, and I think he got caught.
That's one way of saying it. Ooh.
So, later, Sid, I think we should have a discussion about what has happened and has transpired. But I think it would be better to discuss that in a more private setting.
You read my mind.
Welcome back. Additionally, you should probably make your way to the armory and put on at least some chains.
or some
Feathers.
pants.
Yes, pants are an option.
Yeah. I'll go and take a look and see what we can find.
Did you lose all of your things?
It was a whoosh, opens the rope.
Take a guess. Yeah. I need to go shopping. I need to go shopping.
Sid the Flasher.
So, that
Look at that face. He's like, you like?
No.
Huh?
I think I need to get a couple of things.
Yes. I think that at the end of season we all should do a little bit of shopping.
So, how are you all doing for fights? Is everyone done? Are you
We
ready?
actually have a
season?
doozy of a conundrum.
Ooh. Am I gonna start working again?
Are you going to put on pants?
Pants are optional in my line of work.
He turns into a bat and flies away, and then 40 stealth. It's like, fuck! You can't catch this guy. Wanted for 300 counts of indecency.
I was wondering why there's a bat walking up to you with its wing outs.
Boom! Oh, funny.
How many times per day can you change?
Like 8 or something.
Holy tits. Okay.
It's good to see you.
Magnus and Gracchus are having a fight against a troll named Champion who has the heart of 9 warriors within him.
Heart of 9 warriors.
He probably just ate the hearts of 9 people.
Okay, so
No, actually, the artifact itself is a method of storing powerful souls, and they kind of expel themselves through the heart upon the bearer's death, I believe. So you're effectively going to need to kill 9 trolls that were attempting to be champion. Sort of, it seemed like sequentially, although
So you're starting with the hardest and then going your way, working your way down to the weaker ones.
potentially it depends if they went in, willingly. So that is the
Troll.
challenge. Now, they won't be, well, at least the first one won't be wearing armor, but how it works, I mean, it might be as simple as just embodying the original body with a new soul, or does it create a whole new troll, or,
Thing said it burst out of his chest. I remember that. You saying that.
Yes, our friend the guard at the bar said that it burst out.
Oh yeah, maybe he knows what the hell he's talking about.
True.
I was like, these morons haven't changed.
So I can
Sid,
take a look for you. That's not a problem.
do you
figure
have
out
any
what he's
messages
about.
for us? Again, a private setting might be required.
I think so. I think so, Shook.
Perfect.
How is this not a private setting?
Where's
You're sitting at the kitchen table. You could dismiss the
Where's
servants and then
Phineas?
it's private.
We could dismiss.
Did he-
well, it'd be
did he
dismiss the
turn
servants.
into,
We would probably dismiss Gracchus. Ashok would prefer to dismiss Magnus. Because Magnus would go, oh my god, guys, we got this thing and the thing with the.
Where's-
Yeah.
where's Phineas?
Gracchus,
Did you
would mind giving us
accidentally-
some space?
Well, fine.
So, for the
Put some
third-
pants on next time I see you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, hey, something's on the
ground. He bends over.
So,
I
Did you
assume the
accidentally
robes were made for a
pick
halfling.
Phineas?
They go up to here.
It's just a nipple cover at this point.
What happened to Phineas? Was he accidentally moved to Gladiator?
No, he's the Grand Mage of Vatapole.
He takes the form of the bug, like the big eyes.
What?
He's just looking at you, big eyes, like what?
If Ashoka knew sign language, he would now be signing the High Mage. He was made the High Mage of Vatapole.
How the fuck did that happen?
He was very polite.
He was very polite. He was following the path of politeness, and it reaps rewards.
Is he still with Eludus?
Yes.
Oh, very well. Very well
Until
indeed.
our master says something otherwise.
Yeah. Very well. So, anything else you want to keep me up
Where
to date
did you
with?
die?
Oh,
What
I'll
were
get to
you
that.
doing?
Anything else that you want to tell me?
Yes, we have issues with multiple different groups simultaneously trying to kill us, as well as generally being displeasant. Additionally, there's a problem with divine magics in the area due to some sort of shadowy interference. All of the divine
His bluff is like non-existent. So, well, it's there, but it's not. He's like, he obviously knows something.
Now, where did you die?
Looks around.
What can you tell me about the arena? I assume you fought in there a couple of times there, Magnus.
Yeah, it's well, it's the arena. They put the stones, the big black stones. They suck your magic out, and then I mean, it's weird. It's a little weird. It's like it's you're depressed when you walk inside. I don't know how to explain it. Don't feel good.
That you can't cheat. Oh, funny.
It turns a magic and makes you sad.
Alrighty then.
Oh, they've got Crushing Despair cast on the arena now.
Alright, that hasn't changed. Alright. Well, I thought it would be interesting to see what was happening inside the arena.
The gladiators with divine connections do not like entering the arena. They feel odd based off of their reactions.
I'd say it's the
Additionally, they've
entire...
added the stones which make it difficult to cast magic at all, and spells tend to drain away.
I assume it's happening all over the city. Shh, don't say it too fast. I assume it's happening all over the city. I took a look around. It's quieter than usual.
Sid, this is a tedious game.
I'm sorry, it's been a while. So, I went to the arena and I looked around. So,
He pulls out a tube. Not two tubes, sorry. To pull out two pieces of paper. He unfurls them.
Okay, one is of this horrible spellcaster that looks like he's buried in multi-layered robe, and the other is of this weird-looking box that's open with strange magic coming out of it.
what I'm about to tell you.
We leveled, right?
Yep.
I take 10 minutes, I cast Ascending to Phineas, say, come to the... Meet us for breakfast. Right the fuck now. Post haste.
Is this happening while I'm speaking?
We will make you speak again.
Phineas, are you bringing Unwin with you, or are you leaving him behind? You're muted, Mark.
I'll take Unwin with him.
Okay. And Zed is your consummate bodyguard.
Yep.
I see Zargon's gotten bigger, which is good, very good. Yeah.
When Zargon
yes.
sees Zed here, he actually comes upstairs with everyone and just sort of invites himself to the table. The table is packed. As everyone has passed around these two pieces of paper with this accurate drawing of this weird necromantic looking
He's
box.
like
Ashoka, this is for me, you, Magnus, and Phineas.
If you're
You
not...
can share it with everyone if you want, but
I thought you were dead.
says Sargon.
I have 2 birthdays now. So
he looks at you. He looks at everybody's like
Zed'll leave. He'll usher out Zargon.
Okay.
Perhaps, would you mind taking Unwin with you, Zed?
Oh yes, I can wait in the other room. I brought my book with me.
Nonsense. Zed will introduce you to a dragon. How many boys your age get that?
You could introduce me to Zargon? He's a red dragon.
This way.
Red dragons are known for fire and destruction.
Don't worry, we have protections.
Okay. Hello there, Mr. Dragon.
All right, get the fuck off.
Okay, so you introduced Unwin to the
slams the door.
We will again ask Gracchus to take a hike.
Fuck, I can't even fucking eat. I can't anywhere.
There's a reason.
All right,
Once you
Pete.
hear what I have to say, you'll know why I kicked him out.
What is
I
it?
understand the need for secrecy.
He takes a diagram, takes another piece of paper, and draws the arena, and then draws like an estimated amount
Are we
down where the box
concerned-
is.
Are we terribly concerned about privacy right now?
Yes.
Phineas, give me a moment. Phineas Cass, Mage's private sanctum.
Okay, the room where you guys have breakfast now has this sort of darkened aura around it.
Phineas,
Blocking-
if you are trying to get invited to my bedchambers, you're doing the right thing.
Yes.
Phineas is...
Just let me know the time.
No,
I don't need an
no,
invite.
this is...
And then he can cast the spell in your bedchambers, and then it would be very, very discreet.
Yeah.
Sid knows what it was.
Excellent. Congratulations, Grand Mage.
Thank you.
What happens in Ashoka's bedchambers stays in Ashoka's bedchambers.
Yes, but I don't go there. I don't...
It's all right, Nim. You don't have to say what he makes you do. It's okay.
Discretion is a form of politeness.
So,
It is. It is very polite to be.
I need your attention. This is very important to those.
The imp sits there. He just sits.
Sid looks at him,
hoping-
he's like, yeah, whatever.
hoping that he doesn't get dismissed like everyone else.
I went down, searching into the arena to see what they do.
Sid. Nem.
Fucking hell.
Nem.
Yes,
You haven't
master.
been talking to any of the imps, have you?
Oh no, master. They know not to come around here. Plus, Nim is broken. And there are not as many imps around here in Vatapol as there are in the Imperial City. They do not have a tower here.
You haven't been speaking with anyone that I don't know about, have you?
Oh no, not since I became bonded to you, master. Although I can hear the call every once in a while from the tower of the imp. I have not answered. They have not come for me. Not since, the Grand Duke came here with all of his imps.
All right, Sid, you may proceed.
Good. Hope I don't get any more fucking interruptions.
Would you like a glass of tea?
I'd like a glass of shut the fuck up, please.
But
Now.
then you wouldn't be speaking if you had... Oh, wait, I get what you're saying. Yes, please.
Does Phineas look older by any chance, or?
You don't have to have the wizened appearance on.
He just-
Yeah, he doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't use it.
So, when I went snooping around inside the arena, I found they had dug quite a deep hole with this new thing in it. Apparently, this is called an ark constructed by the Undying Emperor himself. This is maybe a new one, or one from another world. But it is one, perhaps, of many. I don't know where they are. But this ark was down there.
What does the Ark do?
Oh, the ark sits inside of a permanent prismatic sphere. And inside of it is another sphere. A gray one. No colors. I don't know what it is. But it's like a prismatic sphere, but it's not. And then inside of that is the ark. and you ask me then who the fuck was able to do this, I will tell you it's one of the nobles.
He moves the other picture.
This one activated it with a key after putting on the spheres. He simply walked in and turned it on and walked out. And that's when I got fucked. The red armored fighting mage, whatever they are, really do their job well. Yes, they did to Sid. Now, this thing sucks your soul. Oh, Sid, you ask, what do you mean by suck your soul? I mean, your soul goes inside the box if you die. That's what I mean.
Like a magic jar.
I don't know.
Do all souls
No.
go into the jar?
Oh, no. This is a special one. This is not a jar. I don't know exactly what happens with it, but I assume it feeds the five-faced god.
It's a metaphorical jar.
Yes. But you can understand that this is more than that. I think it collects them, but only the ones that don't follow the five-faced god. Do you understand what this means?
Ashoka is looking at Magnus's face to see if Magnus understands what this means. I'm hoping there was enough big words in that description that he doesn't really understand.
Marty, I don't know. I didn't actually. Sid didn't actually make it too difficult. He just described it as it is. Sid described it as it is. Does Magnus realize now? Put two and two together.
Two and two together with what?
The gods aren't answering. People's souls are not coming back. Oh, they can't raise dead. Oh, because the box is sucking the souls.
Yeah, it's pretty simple explanation at this point.
Fucking straightforward. Yeah.
The talking part doesn't make sense, but
Fucking bastards.
What does...
This is the shadow.
What? What is it? What is it?
Does Phineas know anything about these arcs?
yeah, give me a knowledge arcana.
Okay. I just want to double check my numbers here. Yeah, that's fine.
Carry the 2.
Actually, he's gonna drink his cognitogen because
This shit's getting cray-cray.
Drink that shit. You need it. Trust me.
oh no, it'd be plus.
Hey, do you have a spare alchemist kit somewhere? I'm running dry here.
It's a 45.
Nothing till pence.
Okay. This seems to be the style of magic that people have prescribed to the Undying Emperor. The Undying Emperor, you know, is mythic. He has to be.
Okay.
Like he just has to be of that sort of stature. You have the idea of there are these beings that are between mortals and the gods that can do great and powerful things. You know that the Undying Emperor has purged other mythic beings from the lands that he controls, and that he derives power from them.
from the mythic beings that he's purged?
Yes.
There will never be a battery.
The fact that he's creating these arcs that deal with souls is along his style. Like there's this concept of taking what you don't agree with, or let's just say that materials are not the only resource of the Empire. The stuff of the gods might also be a thing that the Empire uses.
Okay then.
This arc feels like yes, okay, there are horrible stories of like there are spells where you can take a soul and stick it into a gem. You fought night hags, you kind of piece together. In fact, you have some soul gems in your
my inventory. Yeah.
yeah, in your vault basically that you haven't played with. Take that to one step higher, and then you've got this box.
Okay.
This is kind of like some sort of mythic soul trap. And it's really only the Undying Emperor that would have the power to create things like this.
This is a thing of no mere mortal can create these arcs.
Yes. This was created by the Undying Emperor.
Yes, that's correct, Sid. And as such, well, if it was put there in secret, I would recommend we keep that secret.
Yeah, would you understand why I said kick everyone out?
Yes, indeed.
And there's something else. They know who I am. So I'm going to remain in the shadows for the next long, long time.
I certainly recommend that.
If you can make something like this, and he looks at the room, if you can make something like that permanent somewhere where I can reside, so that they don't scry on me, that would be great.
I use it. Well, I typically use it at the tower. Suppose we could make up a room for you.
I can bring information between here and the tower, then no problems.
Did Vogel have any other messages for us?
Yeah. He did. Don't fuck up. Actually, there is one other thing. Can't abort. Stay the fuck out of it.
Tacitus said the same thing.
Doppelgangers?
Yes.
Apparently it's filled to the brim.
That must be where the night hag got hers.
No doubt.
Also, does anybody know about the thing that Vatapole is fighting? That Vade is fighting? The thing in the north? That thing?
There was something about shadow something?
Yes. What of it? Tell me what you know.
Damien has gone that way?
The 300 years ago, there was the Shadow Wall. It's historical record. There were shadow creatures and...
It's back.
That's what some are saying, yes.
I'm not asking. I'm just letting you know. So, those are the things.
What the fuck? So the rods of 7 parts. I'm reading this craziness. Cool.
Just wrote myself a little sticky note. I could remember that one.
His rod is the
If there's nothing else you guys need of me, I have nothing else to tell you. I'm gonna look for some pants. Apparently they're important these days.
This is not a new thing. Pants have always been important.
Ah!
Okay. Do we want to plan out the next week? Actually, there's a 20% chance of a random event. Brog kills some people in the ring. He kills some condemned.
Surprise!
Yeah, he eats a condemned, and that was his day. I think this is a good place to leave, like to cap off Sid's return.
Yep. I'm going to look for gear.
Yeah, you can take whatever gear is readily available in the Conclave, but the Conclave currently is buying stuff for Magnus, so you may have to spend time spending money to gear yourself back up.
I have no money.
That's what I mean, out of the Ludus and that sort of thing. But there's a 20% chance of a random event this particular week. We're on week 33. Give me a D100.
Do you want this one, Ahmed?
No random
No, you go
events.
ahead.
There we go.
Okay. Week 33 is done. I think we've caught up to the other group. Yes? In fact, we haven't... looks like we need to roll a random event for the other group. So on Saturday, we're going to play the Circus of Dread with the Doomsday characters. Let's plan out week 34 for the Conclave.
Okay.
Looks like all the gladiators have had their fights. Their minimum 3 fights, which is pretty cool. There is a 4th and 5th fight for Magnus and Scarab against the champion troll the week before the final season end games. There are a number of things that are going on. Ashoka, what are you doing in week 34? Week 36 is season end.
Oh, we need to diplomat someone. Okay, we are going to. We're pretty deep on this. Okay, we've got our assassins. Yeah, well, the answer is yes.
Our assassins? Yes.
No. Sorry, the rest of the logic. Would the five-faced god be a suitable patron towards an assassin? And the answer is yes. Yes, he would.
Anything you can think of, the Five-Faced God's covered.
Well, anything that's not inherently chaotic,
Yes.
right? And it's almost like the Inquisition would be the right people to talk to for that. I might do that through a role-playing thing. I don't think that's something that needs to happen right now, but no. So Ashoka is going to diplomats, and we need to
Diplomacy who?
Ashoka is going to diplomacy the market of the old gods. Specifically, he wants to diplomacy the masked oracle, so it would be the masked theologians.
Okay.
I want to know who the hell they're trying to bring back.
So you're spying.
Magnus is gonna have to do a conversation with those guys.
Are you spying, or are you?
He's diplomats.
I'm going to ask.
You're asking them a favor.
asking a
okay.
favor.
Okay, got it.
Who are you bringing back? What are you tricking my Primus into doing?
Got it. I demand answers. I nicely demand answers. Okay,
I politely demand answers.
Magnus.
Magnus is
doing?
going to go and try to get that curse removed off him, and
Okay, so that's your
And-
one
That's
thing
a
that you.
role-playing action.
Yep.
that's my roleplay thing. For the week, Magnus is going to spend time getting. Oh wait, Sid is back. He's going to ask Sid to start crafting potions. Question is, will Sid be able to do that?
Does Sid
Sid's
have the
probably
power to?
rearming himself.
Sid doesn't have an alchemist kit yet.
Doesn't have any of that shit. Come on, Sid! What the fuck?
Okay, Magnus, you can
Fuck off.
subtract the money for the buckler and add the buckler to your sheet. That happens by the end of
Oh,
this.
Magnus used the Ludus money for that.
Yeah, you still need to keep track of it.
Oh, done. I was done.
Okay, add the buckler to your sheet.
Done.
Got it. What is Magnus doing this week?
Magnus is going to. He's looking for a specific potion, so he's going to go and look for other. He's purchasing potions.
Okay, so you're in the market. Okay.
Yep.
Are you Oh fuck, Ahmed, could you
What?
I fucked it up.
What'd you fuck up?
I put stuff to the wrong column.
Okay, you put it in the.
It's fixed now.
Did you put stuff to the?
Yes. Yes.
You're charging the wrong Ludus stuff?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Phineas, you finished your training. What kind of tower duties are you taking part in? Like, what are you...
He's
you
gonna
spending-
start. He's gonna start his surveys that they need done for the obelisk.
Cool. Alright, and then is there a role-playing activity that you want to partake in?
You know what? If anything, he wants to just kind of hunker. He'll talk to.
You could try to make contact with the Prime Minister of the Imperial Ministry of Magic, who is your boss.
Yes.
In the capital
in
city.
Vasa. Yeah.
You could try to
might
spend
wanna
time
turn
with
on
some
that
of the
whole-
local wizards that maybe don't like you so much, or you may want to craft some sort of dialogue with Isram's family.
Oh yeah, he wants. He's going to write a letter to Isram the Black Senior.
Got it.
Could have said it's snail mail.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're starting the survey, and you're basically going to spend time trying to solve the Isram problem.
Oh, it's a simple problem. It's your son tried to kill me. You want to come pick him up? You're welcome. That I'm not having him executed.
Got it. Sid, what are you doing, boss?
Rearming.
So
Shopping.
market.
Yep.
Any particular role-playing encounter, not spying encounter, or role-playing encounter that you want to?
Sid really hasn't developed much of a repertoire with anybody. He's gonna do a letter for. Well, he's gonna do a letter to Vogel after the first meeting that we just had.
Okay, so you're just reporting to Vogel.
Just reporting to Vogel, and he might fly out to see him actually. Just because I can't get enough of that voice.
Zed,
I know where the ship is.
it feels like you're training for your level this time.
Yeah.
Um,
levels.
yeah.
Any particular role-playing encounter?
Talk to Vesta, I think. We basically just like get the tattoo sorted out.
Okay. Yeah, because you have to be around
I
for
have
that.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sona, what is Sona doing? Probably getting some rest. There's a bunch of tired gladiators.
Yep. Rest.
How are you dividing your medicus? You've got 5 tired gladiators.
And
Sona
how-
flees Brog.
And we've got 5 medicus.
7, I believe.
Okay.
9.
Shit.
9
9?
dice. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 2 on all of them and 3 on Sona.
Okay, M3, M2, M2, Wizardling, and Old Vigo. Oh, they're not done
training.
their training, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you're...
They get trained
Okay.
with the training resources, like
So-
just the basic stuff.
How many weeks are there before Magnus's fight?
That's next week.
So this is the week I would need to spy.
Yes. The Are you making notes of the role playing encounters?
Yep.
Me? Oh, Marty is.
Okay. Ashoka's gonna try to dig up dirt on that elf as a role playing encounter. Well, so one of the actions will be looking for information on that elf. The other action is going to be talking to mass theologians. I don't care
Okay.
which one's role playing, which one's dice.
Sid, you could get the people in the marketplace to spend money.
Sid, that's
Your market guys can buy 4. That's the problem.
Do you not have extract of disguise self?
yeah, well, let me see. I think I do actually.
He needs a spell book.
Formula.
I
book.
need a formula book and formulas, which I basically got from all of you guys.
I think the smart thing for you to do is to spend the 12 grand and then even spend the 4 from the marketplace so you could start.
Just do both?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of going straight stealing.
From who?
You could attempt to steal. That's a thing you could attempt.
Yep. Sid can go about and rob his equipment.
Lord Nori.
It
seems
happened to
have
find
one.
it. Yeah, alright, fuck. He'll see if Phineas can set him up with a... let's see if Phineas can set him up with an alter self. Couple of alter self potions.
Alter
Or
self?
disguise self.
I'll see.
Because I can't really go asking anybody for that.
Hang on. Let's see which.
Okay, well, you're figuring that out. Zargon
Also,
needs to train for his level.
Sid can have a role-playing encounter.
Yep.
It's going to be with Phineas. To see if he can work something out with him.
Okay, you're going to talk to Phineas instead of going to go visit Vogel. All right.
Yep.
Okay, Zargon needs 7 training points, victories.
Spend all our ludus on it. We have what, 10? Oh shit! There's Zargon, there's Ling, and there's
Yep.
fuck's his name? Vigo.
Yep.
Uh,
How much do you think you've got a total of?
10.
10.
training?
But what's Gracchus? What's Gracchus doing?
Scarab?
Training.
Scarab.
Scarab is-
Helping train the group. Okay, that
Okay,
adds.
yeah.
Train. So Scarab will be
13.
in charge of Old Vigo, the wizard.
Well, hold on. We still have Sona and we have Fleece. They can train.
They're tired. They're resting.
Not a problem. They can rest the week after. Or actually, no, it's fine. Let them rest.
Thank you.
That's okay. No, let them
Okay,
rest.
you've
There's
got
no reason
23 training points.
Okay, so 14 on. Are we betting the law of,
for
of averages?
14
Yeah.
on Zargon.
14 on Zargon, 3 on the other 3, or 5 and 4 on the other 2 if it's 2. I can't remember. Old Vigo and
Wizardling.
Wizardling.
14, 5 and
5 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Nova, Bannockbaden, 6, and Quilzy are just not doing anything. Is 6 doing anything?
Yeah, I think 6 is doing something. What types of things can 6 do?
6 is... 6
you
can spy.
You can spy, man.
He's a fucking shape changer. Look at that disguise.
Yes,
can go do things.
6 is going to spy
Okay. Who's he spying on?
We're gonna start him simple. He's going to.
Is he a Gestalt?
He's Gestalt, yeah.
Okay.
He's Gestalt.
He's 8 dice.
Okay.
That doesn't seem right. He's level. Oh, okay. He's level 7.
He's level 8.
He'd be
now.
like 14
level
dice.
8. Yeah, he's 13 dice.
Okay. We are going to start him out easy. This is a practice mission.
Okay.
We want him to spy on the Beast Tamers. He knows how to be Zed. So, go spy on the Beast Tamers. Don't fuck it up. I want to know what color, underwear Chebigas is going to wear on next Thursday. And I want you to tell me on Tuesday. I want.
This is where we find out Chebigas is secretly a demon worshiper.
Something.
So you're spying specifically on Chebagast. It's hilarious.
Even if Chebigas finds out, what's he gonna do? He's such a big softy. Might get stepped on by an elephant.
How do we determine how many dice they get? So there is their level.
Formula.
Then I take into account their body, soul, and morale. This could be negative or positive. Their attitude towards the ludus, like how loyal they are to the ludus. How their own personal religious beliefs versus the established religion of the ludus. So right now, the established religion of the ludus is Cord, which is a chaotic good god. So
Yes,
I kind of do this alignment kind of like math, plus are they part of the same pantheon? And there's a number, and you can see a lot of people are like at odds with the ludus, whereas other people are not at odds with the ludus, or very like Fleas is a worshiper of Cord, so he's got a +2. He's really inspired. The alignment of the ludus is kind of like some math of the master's alignments plus their level and kind of averaging out. The ludus is actually a lawful neutral ludus, even with Magnus's influence, because there's so many lawfuls on the ludus. I may have to recalculate this with Phineas taking a kind of like a different role and not directly overseeing the ludus anymore. But then I do alignment math. Then there's a bonus column. They get a +1 if they have good ability scores, like above total 84 on their base ability scores, and then they have another +1 if they're Gestalt. So that's how I arrive at the number, how effective they are.
It helps modulate behavior in terms of controlling the ludus. Right, like if you pound your gladiators into dust, right, you get more fights out of them, but they start to fight less effectively.
Yep.
We actually changed the religion of our ludus, because originally we were a 5-faced god ludus, but none of our gladiators were, so everybody was chafing under like a dick.
Yeah, and when they were low level too, that -1 or 2 on the dice effectiveness is like, oh, we're fighting for fucking this faith, and none of us are of this faith, and they were all kind of low.
Like now we could do it in like the
And then-
penalty of like
and then
a
how
-2
many-
wouldn't be a big deal.
How many dice for facilities? Training, they've got a 4 rank in facilities and 2 personnel equals 6 dice. And then sometimes they get, for example, other people like Magnus to help out. Magnus is equivalent to 15 dice. So if Magnus spends time training, it's the facilities plus the few yabos that they have, and Magnus, the 10th level fighter, going, do your burpees. And
Burpees are so much more effective when somebody yells at you. With
yeah,
anger.
when Magnus is doing it. How do you determine successes and failures? It's 1d6. 4 and higher are a success. 1 through 3 is a failure. And then how many successes or failures you have depends on your level. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. The higher level you are, the more difficult it is for you to shape and mold, and the higher level you are, the more successes you need to level up. We're playing with you need to train to level up. So Zargon right now is sitting at 6th level. He's got an FXP for 7th. He'll need 7 successes to train to level up. So that's kind of what we're doing with the spreadsheet math, and that's sort of the system as we've gone on, we've kind of tweaked it. some of the things where you don't need 7 or your level in successes are the fatigue. Like that seems to be
That
a
was
thing.
one that we started a little bit like that, and it was
Yeah.
like, I can't make the fight 3 times because they got tired, and now it'll take me forever to fucking. I don't have enough bathtubs.
Fatigue and morale are things that you only need a couple of successes to do. Attitude is the thing where you're trying to affect the loyalty. It's not just your day-to-day, like how do I like how well am I feeling. It is like loyalty, and that takes the number of dice successes. Like you're really trying to get them to move up and down on the diplomacy chart.
That's why every week we're like, okay, this guy, make him, entertain him. This guy, change his attitude. Like that's.
Sometimes I'll allow things to like very loosey-goosey. They're like, arcane, we've got some minor wizards. I'm like, arcane should add to the training to help out people who have arcane spell classes. Or religion or medicine should add to, if you said instead of using medicine to heal up people, I want the religious people to help train the religious people level. That might work. You heard like, oh, the tree's tired. Can his garden facilities be used to help him rest? Sure. He hangs out in his garden and
We built the
stuff
garden
happens.
specifically for him.
Market normally you're like I have this rule where you can sell and buy 1,000 gold pieces worth of stuff in a market per day. What I basically said, okay, that's per week, and it's the number of dice that you have, assuming you have some sort of ability to perform market activities. If you didn't have an ability, I might take your dice and remove dice, or I might make it disadvantage or advantage, meaning that if it's not opposed on a disadvantage, it means that you need 5s or higher to have a success. On an unopposed roll, a advantage means 3 or higher is success.
Yep.
On opposed rolls, advantage means tie, you win. And on if you have disadvantage on opposed rolls, it means tie, you lose. So that's basically how we do the rolling. Eventually, I should take this clip and start typing, but and maybe produce a $5 document and stick it up on RPG, drive-through RPG or something like that. But yeah, this is us developing the D6 method, the Marty D6 method, which seems to work. Yeah, it like kind of provides some way for you to tweak your Ludus. And then, like that fight lasted what? It took us 20 minutes to do the fight with the trolls?
It would have taken a lot longer to do the fight.
It would have taken
with
2 hours.
rolls.
It would have taken 2 hours for us to do that fight.
And I think if you had if you were using monsters from the handbook or characters as like normal schlubs, it would all just work. It's what we've got like super builds. With customized.
Yeah, but none of you were in a really threat. Even with them rolling really well, like fleas took a few damage.
It's true.
Well, where the threat really comes in is where in a one-on-one, there's a lot of these characters that would beat a troll, or a combination of characters that would beat a troll.
Yep.
But in a one-on-one, like the fifth character level, like the 5th level barbarian, will beat a troll, right? Because he's like the counter. He counters the troll, or the archer will counter the troll.
Yep.
The archer with flaming arrows, right? Should counter the troll. In the D6 method, he's a fucking troll eats you.
Well, that's why I was giving you guys advantage, because you had fire.
Well,
the people had fire.
Which really, because without the advantage, it's like the troll rolled 5 6s. That means he's unkillable.
Yes, it does make the fail conditions worse, but
Yep.
but you sacrifice that for time. So I don't like you basically crunch all the D20 rolls down to a bunch of D6s rolls, and yeah, you can be unlucky. What I would do if you failed, if you dropped to 0, I probably wouldn't mean that was automatic death. I probably would mean like I'd roll a D3 or something like that. One is you're dead. 2 is you're unconscious but you're fine, and 3 is you're knocked out with non-lethal and that sort of thing. Yeah.
There needs to be a chart at the end of that.
Yeah.
Of like what was the final blow.
4 is you surrender, like the gladiator surrendered and didn't suffer Of course, you have fatigue and injury and body, soul, and mind in here too, so that you could have
so
like
you
bad
can have
things.
you have a defeat that hurt the body or a defeat that hurt the mind.